Welcome to the Wolf Sports Show. Trusted, proven analysis of all 32 teams every week during the NFL season. Hey, it's Dave Chapin. Thank you for listening to the Wolf Sports Show. Merry Christmas. Games start at 1 o'clock today on Christmas Day. Given the time crunch during the holidays, I'm sure for just about everyone, going to be a rapid-fire episode. We'll go through each Week 17 matchup. First, the 3 Christmas Day games, Cowboys versus Commanders, Lions versus Vikings, and Broncos versus Chiefs. Really, this has been an incredible season in terms of excitement and unpredictability. The only downside I can think of off the top of my head is these Christmas games on paper not really being great. The night game, Broncos-Chiefs, was expected to be ahead of the season. I thought maybe game of the year potential, but then with the Chiefs falling off, Patrick Mahomes not playing, not close to as good as expected. But we'll see if at Arrowhead, Kansas City sort of tries to make this their Super Bowl. And then the 2 early games, backup quarterbacks, third string for the Commanders, Josh Johnson. Be interesting to see him playing, but disappointed. Mariota isn't able to go. And then for the Vikings, Max Brosmer starting for J.J. McCarthy, who has a hairline fracture in his hand. Lions playoff odds on the ropes after what I think was pretty bad, the first offensive pass interference call especially, basically robbed them against the Steelers. They've been in too many spots where they're getting bad calls against them the past few years, it seems. Saturday, Texans-Chargers. Justin Herbert coming off a great game against the Cowboys. We'll see how he does against the defense that picked him off 4 times in the playoffs last year. Ravens-Packers. Watch Lamar Jackson's status and Jordan Love's status. Ravens are out if they lose. Packers would set up an interesting spot if the Lions win on Christmas, heading into Week 18 with 1 spot up for grabs. Bucs-Dolphins. Can the Tampa defense stop Devon Achane from going off? Patriots-Jets. New England probably confident after the comeback win at Baltimore. Jets, maybe this their Super Bowl to some extent, looking to knock the Patriots down and have some say in the AFC East with the Bills right behind New England. Steelers-Browns. Pittsburgh can clinch. We'll be without DK Metcalf. We'll see if TJ Watt's able to go. Ground game really strong at Detroit last week. Jaguars-Colts. Indy playoff hopes hanging by a thread. Jacksonville looking to build on an emphatic win at Denver last week. Very impressive, very aggressive team. Saints-Titans, both getting some good things going down the stretch, especially the Saints, 4-3 with Tyler Shuck as the quarterback. Taysom Hill, heavy involvement last week. Tennessee, the ground game getting going, has helped Cameron Ward, and he's been strong recently, win against the Chiefs last week. Seahawks-Panthers, 2 division leaders. Seattle had the mini bye. Carolina, maybe looking ahead somewhat to Week 18. Of course, that game critical against the Bucs after just beating them last week. Cardinals-Bengals, that was more like it for Cincinnati. Fireworks at Miami in Week 16. Cardinals got to somehow slow that down with Walter Nolan and Garrett Williams on the defense now done for the year. Giants-Raiders, the number 1 overall pick, likely comes down to this game. I like Max Crosby's mindset, though. He does not care about the draft pick. He wants to win a game, and that's, I think, the mindset a lot of players have, and I think fans, you should want your team to win. Eagles-Bills, great one. Keep an eye on Josh Allen's foot injury. He said it already, he's playing, but Philly the first repeat NFC East champion since 2004, which is crazy, ends that insane streak. Bears-Niners, number 1 seed implications here for Sunday Night Football. Both quarterbacks extremely confident, Caleb Williams and Brock Purdy. Purdy just had 5 touchdowns last week. Williams led yet another comeback against the Packers to take control of the NFC North right now. And then Monday Night Football, Rams-Falcons. Of course, the Rams have Atlanta's draft pick, but the Falcons playing pretty solid lately, just beat the Cardinals. Now 6-9. LA now in a wildcard spot after blowing the game against the Seahawks. That crazy comeback by Seattle in Seattle. Would like to see the defense sort of limit Bijan, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Not an easy matchup and a pretty good test. So that'll do it for this week's episode of the Wolf Sports Show. Again, the Christmas games, sadly, somewhat disappointing on paper. We'll see, maybe we get some close games. But then game Saturday, 2 good games. Sunday, of course, and then Monday Night Football. Thank you for listening. Enjoy all the games and have a Merry Christmas. Make sure to subscribe to the channel right here on YouTube, and you can also find the audio version wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next time.